Om Tapakathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kaviviritam Kalmasapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Krinanti Ye Bhurida Janaha. The nectar of thy excellences revives the scorched spirit of man. It purifies the sinner, while holy men live on it. To hear it is itself auspicious and peace-generating. They are the real gift makers who spread thy name far and wide. O Lord, tarry not to come before our vision. So it's nice to be amidst you again with the nectar-like words of our Master, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. We have been reading from page number 79, just to recapitulate. M, the recorder of the Gospel, visiting Sri Ramakrishna second time, but actually having the chance to talk to him personally first time. Previous time, first time when he came, people were there. It was evening, night. So M also said, we should not disturb you. Master also said, oh, all right, you will go, all right, but come again. And a person who was trying to commit suicide out of frustration in his family life immediately turned to a completely transformed one, forgot that he had some suffering. He was telling, wonderful man, very beautiful place, so sweet his words. So he forgot that he was trying to commit suicide and he did not get any joy. He has already kept his wife and children to his sister's house. And now Master said, come again. He was also feeling, oh yes, he also told me, so I shall go. So second time he came, and we just began with that a little bit. And Sri Ramakrishna was asking, Acha, oh, where are you staying here? You are from Calcutta, but where you are staying here? He said, Ishan Kaviraj's house. Master was telling, oh, Ishan. Acha, well, I know him. Ishan is very known to me. Acha, how is Keshav now? And he was very ill. Where is Ishan? Where is Keshav? Suddenly, M said, indeed, I have heard so too, but I am not able to give you the exact information, what he is, how is he. Then Sri Ramakrishna was telling, I made a vow to worship the mother with green coconut and sugar on Keshav's recovery. Sometimes in the early hours of the morning, I would wake up and cry before her, Mother, please make Keshav well again. If Keshav does not leave, whom shall I talk with when I go to Calcutta? And so it was that I resolved to offer her the green coconut and sugar. Tell me, do you know of a certain Mr. Cook who has come to Calcutta? Is it true that he is giving lectures? Once Keshav took me on a steamer, and this Mr. Cook too was in the party. So, Master was asking, apparently, these questions do not have any relations. Oh, you are from Ishan. Achha, how is Keshav Sen? Keshav Sen was a Brahmo leader, very famous, great scholar, erudite, and very good orator. And his importance was such that when he visited Queen Victoria, Victoria dined with him. So that Keshav Sen, who is a Brahmo leader and always criticized idol worship, Sri Ramakrishna is worshipping in their eyes the stone image of Mother Kali and other murtis are also there, Radhakanta Mandir, Vishnu Mandir, Shiva Mandir, Kali Mandir, and they were against all these things. That is why from Hinduism, Vedantic a little bit they took, and they are preaching that yes, Brahman is without any form. These idol worshippers actually do not know the ultimate reality of the ultimate nature of the ultimate reality. So God cannot be in a stone, in a frame. So that was their idea. And Sri Ramakrishna is asking, how is Keshav? I heard that he fell sick. Then Hindu is, M himself is a Hindu, and his brother-in-law, Ishan, Sri Ramakrishna's devotee, Sri Ramakrishna visited their home, is telling, is staying in the neighborhood. Suddenly a Brahmo leader, Keshav Sen, immediately, Acha, what about Mr. Cook? I heard he's, as if Master has sent this man to collect all the information about Keshav Sen, this then, or he is coming from Keshav's house, or he has some connection with Mr. Cook. Apparently, what type of question this man is asking? Any logical man, rational man will think, really Sri Ramakrishna is something. What? There is no connection. Suddenly asking sporadic questions. There is no connection with each other and continuity of idea. Keshav Sen, how is he? Immediately, where is Cook? How is he? Is he lecturing? And this man is a new man. It is not that his own Chala disciple, he has gone to Calcutta asking some Calcutta news. And one after another changing. Where do you come from? Not showing interest. Oh, Ishan, all right. How is Keshav? I said, what about Mr. Cook? I heard he is lecturing. What he is lecturing? Once Keshav took me, I heard that he is giving lectures. Is it true? So all these things apparently shows that what actually Sri Ramakrishna wanted to talk to him, who has come to begin his spiritual life, because that day he came in the evening, a couple of days earlier in the evening, trying to commit suicide, and he was with the friend, when friend will go away and he will find out some opportunity and do whatever he wanted to do. Now he has come with all love and respect, and who has got back his peace, solace in life, interest in life. And Sri Ramakrishna is asking arbitrary questions, apparently. I am telling these are all apparently, but actually Sri Ramakrishna is setting the stage ready for aim to understand what is the keynote of Sri Ramakrishna's message, who will be the recorder. Aim did not know what his duty will be, but Sri Ramakrishna, as the Antaryamin, knower of the truth and residing in everyone's heart, he knew that this man is fixed for that question. He is earmarked for writing this gospel, which will go to the door-to-door homes of everyone about this gospel and his Aim's contribution. Swami Vivekananda said, now we understand. 100 millions of namaskars to you. Now we understand why none of us attempted this special task. It was reserved for you. Master kept it for you. So Sri Ramakrishna asking all these questions, but now why I am giving importance here to understand that through this gospel, this harmony, message of harmony of religions, message of harmony of all sects. In Hinduism also, in those days, there are so many sects. So, Sri Ramakrishna was giving a message to one and all, to the whole of humanity, what actually is the message of life humanity should be. And this garden house, Dakshineshwar garden house, itself is a wonderful place for harmony of all religions and religious denominations. Because this Dakshineshwar Kalibari, there is garden house, there is Ma Kali's temple, Bhavutarini Kali. There are 12 Shivas. And also Radha Kanto, this Radha and Krishna's Murti. Those are also being worshipped. In those days, there were differences of opinions also among the different sects within Hinduism. No, Bhagavan Vishnu is the highest God. Those who are, Shiva is there, so Shaivas. Those who are followers of Shiva, they are called Shaivas. Those who are followers of doing puja, worshipping the Shakti, Mother, Divine Mother, Kali, they are called Shaktas. Shaktas, Shaivas, Vaishnavas. Three main, very popular and important sects in Hinduism. This Vaishnava worship, Shiva worshippers, Vaishnava worshippers, Vishnu worshippers called Vaishnava, Shiva worshippers Shaiva, and these Shakti worshippers, Divine Mother worshipper Shakta. So this Dakshineshwar Kali temple had all the temples, and Sri Ramakrishna was going to all the temples. Before being a pujari of Mother Kali, he used to do puja to Radhakanto, Radha Krishna also. So Master was just giving him the future recorder of his message to the whole world, that with Sri Ramakrishna, everyone has their place, all religions. As I told, Sarva Dharma Samanya, harmony of all religions. Sri Ramakrishna, who will be in future considered and worshipped, accepted and worshipped by the whole world as the prophet of avatar of harmony of all religions, and also who harmonized not only all religions, all the sects within the Hinduism, Hindu fold. And in Vedanta also there, Dvaita, Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, monism, Advaita Vedanta, then qualified monism, then dualism. So these are there in the Vedantists also. And in other religions also, in Muslim, in Islam also there is Shia, Sunni, in Christians also, Protestant, Catholics, many other denominations are also there. Almost in Buddhism also, Mahayana, Hinayana. In almost all religions, when it continues for a long time, some new people come, they explains the things in a little different way. Their followers make another sect. So that is why Virajanandaji's stotra is there. In Sri Ramakrishna, with Sri Ramakrishna, there is no sectarianism. And Swamiji himself also said, do you think that the person, Sri Ramakrishna, who tried to unify all the religious thoughts, all the religions and ideas, all the yogas, now I will start a new sect? No, that was not the teaching of Sri Ramakrishna. Yatomat tatopat. As many faiths, so many paths. Through all paths you can go. But you have to be truthful, sincere, really loving to God, God with form, God without form. Each and every one has their place in Sri Ramakrishna's ideas, Sri Ramakrishna's teachings, Sri Ramakrishna's message. No one is ousted from there. Everyone is included, all inclusive, no exclusion of any idea, any person, any religion, any yoga. So Sri Ramakrishna not only was the harmonizer of different religions, harmonizer of all sects, all yogas, and all bhavas also. Bhava, there are there in the Bhagavata, their description is there. There's Shanta, Dasa, Sakha, Vatsalya, Madhura. So many bhavas are. Sri Ramakrishna's life, he did all these bhavas. Shanta is Rishi Munis. They don't want anything. Calm, peaceful, calmly sitting there. Yes, absorbed in the thought of the ultimate reality. Rishi's bhava. Then Dasa, Hanumanji's bhava. Sri Ramakrishna did that. He, as it were, he had a little tail also. when he did the sadhana of Ramchandraji as a Hanuman, and jumping from this tree to that tree and whoop, whoop, like Hanumanji as we find, used to do, and we find that monkeys do like that. So Sri Ramakrishna also in those days, while doing the sadhana of this Dasya, Dasya means servant. I am servant of God. Ramchandra is my master. Srinathe Janaki Nathe Abheda Paramatmani Tathapi Mam Sarvasya Rama Kamalalochana. Ramchandraji, I don't want anything else other than devotion to your this lotus feet. That is what I want. See that I am not trapped by any other desire and lust and any other thing. I want to see you and only you. I know you and Bhagavan Vishnu, Narayana, that is one and the same, identical. Even after that, I like to see you, your lotus-eyed, this wonderful form. I like to see you, I like to serve you. You are my master. He used to take pride being the servant of Ramchandraji. So Sri Ramakrishna did that. And again, Radha Bhava. God is my paramour, beloved, how to love. But it is not the ordinary way we understand. A physical body loves, a male body loves a woman body, a female body loves a male body. There is the base instincts are there. This lust is there, that gratification of the senses is there. But Sri Ramakrishna, Gopi's love was not that. It was divine. It was love of the individual soul to be united with the ultimate soul, cosmic soul. So, these are the things Sri Ramakrishna himself did, and that described in our scriptures, be it in the Vedas, Upanishads, in Puranas, in Bhagavata, everywhere, whatever ways, different paths, ideas are there to reach God. Sri Ramakrishna in one life practiced all those things, and setting this in this modern age also. If one is sincere and can do all these things, so see my life. So his message, his life is his message. The life he lived shows that how he harmonized all yogas. He was a karmi. Yeah, we know only Sri Ramakrishna is a devotee. He was a jnani. He was a paramahamsa. While entering into the samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, attributeless, that nothing else is there, that completely, all the vrittis, mind, everything, intellect, all melted into that ultimate consciousness, formless one. 6.5 months, if anyone remains in that mood for 21 days, it is there in the scripture. His body falls like a leaf of a tree in the winter. It gradually, automatically, without making any noise, it just falls from the tree. Like that, one leaves his body if somebody remains continuously for 21 days maximum. Most of the people even cannot go after 21 days. Before that, their body goes. So, Sri Ramakrishna's message of harmony of all religions, harmony of all sects, all ideas, bhavas, mudhura, shanta, dasa, sakha, all these things were there. Sri Ramakrishna was like a mother, one Ramlala, small baby Ramchandra was there. So he used to feed the baby Ramlala. It was a bronze murti, but always jumping with Sri Ramakrishna, jumping on his shoulder as the small babies do with the mother. So sometimes Sri Ramakrishna is giving a slap on that baby Ramchandra, disturbing too much. Sri Ramakrishna is taking bath and disturbing theirs, sprinkling the Ganga water and disturbing Sri Ramakrishna. And too much bathing, the baby is telling, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, oh, how much you are bathing, you will get cough and cold. Get out of the water. And the baby Ramlala, Lala means small baby, Ramchandra ji in the form of baby Ram. So Sri Ramakrishna, if needed, sometimes used to give slap, and then Sri Ramakrishna would shed tears. Oh, this small baby I have slapped. So all the bhavas, these moods, how to reach God. Take up one mode. In Sri Ramakrishna's life, everything is there. Jnana, karma, bhakti, yoga, samadhi, dhyan, dharana, samadhi is there. Puja also, bhakti yoga also there. Jnana yoga also there. In nirvikalpa samadhi, highest condition, state to be achieved, accomplished in the path of jnana. His condition is the vijnani, beyond the jnana. Jnana means you know that there is Brahman, this whole. And vijnani means, Sri Ramakrishna says, to be very intimate and enjoying the company of that, always remaining absorbed in that and seeing the whole world. It is he, or it is, you cannot say it is he or she, it is that which we call Brahman, appearing in every form. It is not that, or neti, neti, it is not that. Then iti, iti, anulom, bilom. These Sri Ramakrishna's all words, new ideas, which are not there in other places. So that is why Swami Vivekananda said that Sri Ramakrishna's life is a powerful searchlight thrown on the gamut of the whole of our spiritual literature, scriptures, Vedas, Upanishads, and his experiences goes beyond the Vedas and Upanishads. Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan Baba, Sri Ramakrishna was the father of Bhagavan. Means the great cause of the cause. You cannot go beyond that. You cannot ask what is beyond that. From which everything has come, appeared. Unmanifest, manifest. This manifest universe, what we find? The cause, root was in Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is the manifestation of that ultimate reality, from where everything has come. So, all these ideas, it is this Dakshineshwar temple house, as I told, the whole symbolic world is represented in the temple garden. The trinity of the nature, Mother Kali, nature, manifest. The absolute, Shiva, consciousness, that. There is Prakriti and Purusha in the words of this Kapila philosophy, Sankhya, Purusha and Prakriti. This mother is there as Prakriti, Purusha is there as Shiva, and Shiva is consciousness in the Vedantic point of view, and love, Radha Kanta. This Radha and Krishna relation is united through love, ecstatic love, wonderful love. Nowhere in the history has it been shown in that way as the gopis practice, Srimati Radha practiced this. There is no feeling of the body, but love is there. It is a kind of bodiless love. This, as I just mentioned, that it is the union of the Jivatman into Paramatma, spirit meeting, individual spirit, self, getting united with the ultimate cosmic self. So there is no idea of ordinary people understand as this physical relations and feeling in that way. So that is also there. Shiva is there, Kali is there, this trinity, Kali, Shiva and love, Radhakanta. The terrific goddess of the Tantra, that is Ma Kali, the soul enthralling flute player, that is Sri Krishna of the Bhagavata, and the self-absorbed absolute of the Vedas, means Shiva, all live together, creating the greatest synthesis of religions. All aspects of reality are represented there in this garden house. And Sri Ramakrishna, one after another, did all these things, intra-religious sects and inter-religious practices also, Christianity, Islam. These things he did, and all are coming. And these things are there, Sri Ramakrishna, this Jnana Yoga is also there. Shiva is there, Shakti is there, then Madhur Bhava is there, love is there, abstract is there, murti, form, with form, without form. All types of sadhanas which are mentioned in different scriptures, Sri Ramakrishna practiced in one life all those things. Tantra he did. as I told, Hanumanji's that he did. Again, like a mother Jashoda taking care of the baby Ramchandra, that also he. So all these things he did, and this place, Dakshineshwar, aim has come, a newcomer, seeing that in Sri Ramakrishna there is the place for Hindus, there is place for those people who criticize Hinduism and idol worship, this Brahmas, not ordinary people, that Keshav Sen, leader of the Brahmo Samaj. And then one Christian man coming, he was also a big preacher in those days. There is a friend of Keshav Chandra Sen, this Reverend Joseph Cook was a Protestant, New England Protestant preacher, and he delivered lecture in the Parliament of Religions in 1893, but he did not introduce him that, hey, young Swami Vivekananda, I used to meet your Guru, Keshav Sen took me, when Keshav took your Guru Sri Ramakrishna for a drive, boat drive in the steamer on the Ganges. I was present there. And not only that, his experiences, he was so influenced and impressed seeing the Samadhi of Sri Ramakrishna, because in the steamboat, Sri Ramakrishna entered into Samadhi again and again. And this is the first time this Joseph Cook, father, he didn't see anywhere that how a man can, with the physical body, enter into the Samadhi, completely oblivious of the outer world, having no feeling of his own body even, and there will be no eye, no blinking, no inkling, it is completely fixed, and there is no pulse. So all these things he saw. But when went back to America, never ever said, oh, Vivekananda, I know your Guru, I met him. And these people were always against Vivekananda, so that he could not do anything good there in America. So see how even you see yourself what Sri Ramakrishna was, what he preached, that grand ideal, no exclusion. He did not say, I will not talk to you in presence of a Christian. He is a father. His main aim is to convert people from Hinduism to Christianity. What I should talk to him? Oh, I will not appear myself before him if you bring him. Never, ever. But this man, you see, such a big, great man. He studied in Germany, university, Yale University, Harvard University. So many places he was a professor by profession, great orator, author, preacher. But when he found, no, you do not belong to my religion, and people became attracted to Swami Vivekananda, they will be, if I also recognize Vivekananda as something, a hero, then what will be happening to my own religion? And in one of his lectures, he said that it is only through the Christianity then one can get completely redemption from the Reverend Joseph Cook. So he, in the Parliament of Religions, he delivered that lecture. There he mentioned one day in his lecture that no one can be compared with Christianity. That redeeming grace, only it is through the Son of the Father can do it, and it is only through Christianity then that one can get that. Then Swami Vivekananda was present there. So in his lecture, Swami Vivekananda was telling this, ye are the children of God, sinners. It is a sin to call a man so. How can you say that all are sinners and only Christianity can redeem them from their sin? How can you call a person sinner? It is a sin to call a person sinner. Why you have to follow that Christianity? Their main thing was that you are born sinner, original sin is there, you have not done, your forefathers has, great-grandfather has done something, so you have to. And Sri Ramakrishna's teachings, Vedanta's teachings is, children of immortal bliss, Srinantu Vishyamritasya Putra, Aye Dhamani Divyani Tostu. Oh, the children of immortal bliss, come, go beyond this darkness, ignorance, as I have gone. And you see, I have seen that resplendent ultimate Purusha, that one. You also will be going beyond suffering. You will be enlightened. There will be no suffering. You are the children of immortal bliss. What is the suffering? Because you do not know your real self, that is, you feel you are suffering. That is the cause of all misery, ignorance. Come out of your ignorance, darkness, and you see, everything is so joyful, blissful. You are the children of immortal bliss. So, this Sri Ramakrishna is in one breath asking this question, that question, Hindu, there is a Brahmo, there is Christian, and then M was telling, yes, sir, I have heard something like that, but actually I have never been to his lectures. Who is Mr. Cook? I do not know much about him. Sorry, this is the first time. He was feeling embarrassed. You are asking me something, some question, and I am fumbling, I am stammering, I cannot speak, give the real correct answer. Say any a dignified person will feel very uncomfortable. So M was feeling not okay, not feeling comfortable, but somehow this. Then Sri Ramakrishna suddenly changing the topic. What was telling? He's telling, Pratap's brother came here, he stayed a few days, he had nothing to do and said he wanted to live here. I came to know that he had left his wife and children with his father-in-law. He has a whole brood of them, so many children. So I took him to task. Just fancy, he is the father of so many children. Will people from the neighborhood feed them and bring them up? He is not even ashamed that someone else is feeding his wife and children, and that they have been left at his father-in-law's house. I scolded him very hard and asked him to look for a job. Then he was willing to live here. In one breath, who is Pratap? M, a new visitor. There is no connection apparently. But M knows there is a connection. We do not know. Ordinary reader will not. Sri Ramakrishna, really something is wrong. There is no coherence of thought. There is no continuity of thought. Asking anything and anything is just coming something in mind and talking. All nonsense. What is the value of all these talks? What is the connection? And not standing on any one particular thought. How is Keshav? How is this? How is that? One after another. No coherence. But there is. M knows that he being a householder, he was trying to leave his wife and abandon his own children and wife, as Pratap was doing. Sri Ramakrishna did not say anything. Hey, I know how crooked you are, how bad you are. You are a father of the babies and you are a husband, and you are so unfaithful that you have been, you are deserting your family with somebody else. Nothing. You see, Pratap came. Hey, so many children, this, that. Then I scolded. Arey, you are a husband, you are a father. It is your duty to bring him. You are a householder. Find out a job. Why you have come here? Then I took him to the task. And then I spoke him very hard. I scolded him very hard and asked him, find out a job. Then only he left the place. M understood. Nobody, he was present there. Sri Ramakrishna was having a shaving, hair cutting. So, the barber will not understand, other people will not understand, but M knows that he has come to his sister's house and already kept his wife and first day, and the very first day he came with the help of his friend who forced him to come to Sri Ramakrishna, and he was not an invited one, uninvited, or just being forced, compelled by the request of his friend and relative, Shidhu, came here And after hearing Sri Ramakrishna about God, completely a changed man. That is why in the mantra it is there. Tapu kathamritam taptum kovivritam kalmasham shravana mangalam. If you just listen to, that will bring mangala, good, auspiciousness to you, good to you. It is so powerful. It has that. Even though you are not a devotee, we are discussing, we are taking God's name, and you are a criminal, you are a hardcore criminal, you are branded, say, suppose, but you are passing through. But if we take God's name and it is entering into your ears, there will be change. You do not know. Unconsciously, unknowingly, you will be having a change within you. Your inner tendencies will be purified because God's words, God's name, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari, Hari, God, God, Ram, Krishna, Vishnu, these things have entered your mind. So that is the power of corrosive power. It works into the minds of each and everyone. Whether it is a devotee, if it is devotee, it very quickly works. But if it is not a devotee and he or she is not willing, unwillingly, somebody listen to the name of God, that also will have its positive impact. What will be that? Always good. All evil tendencies, propensities will go away, will be completely, gradually diminished, and all good things already is there, good things is there. We are children of immortal bliss, only we do not know. That is why we behave in a different way, in a demoniac way. We always try to manifest our vices, not our virtues, which we are born with by God's grace. So, Sri Ramakrishna gave a message, and giving wonderful this harmony of secular and sacred, that even if you are a householder, you also have a scope to uplift yourself. You don't need to commit suicide and get peace and joy in this life. Being a frustrated man, not happy with the wife and father and family matters, which you could not. Very successful headmaster, very successful teacher, lecturer in the colleges. 2 colleges he used to deliver lecture. 2 schools he was principal at that time, simultaneously. But in family life, a complete failure. And ultimately trying to commit suicide. And seeing Sri Ramakrishna, listening to Sri Ramakrishna that day did not address him. Because the small room was crowded, full, he was a headmaster in Calcutta, such a man of dignity and honor. How can, without invitation, no space is there, disturbing others? So, heard a few words standing outside the doorstep there. And he then completely feeling the change. Oh, sweet words, sweet man, very nice place. My mind does not like to leave this place. And he is also telling, come again, I'll come again. Even if I am leaving today, because it is night, he is a sadhu, he is in semi-conscious mode, I am talking, he is losing his consciousness, perhaps he is doing japa meditation. Or what japa meditation? Sri Ramakrishna, who is master of all samadhi, what meditation he needs? But he was thinking, a novice. So he was thinking, oh, you are a sadhu, you will take God's name, japa meditation, I will not disturb you, I go. Oh, you are going? It's all right, come again. And so he has come to visit. And Sri Ramakrishna is telling, apparently there is no connection, Hindu, Muslim, Bodhra, Christian, Jain, Parsi, whatever is coming one after a householder. How a householder's life should be. In the Gita, Bhagavan is telling Arjuna, Sadharmini dhanam sriyo paradharma bhayavaho. Arjuna was trying to put all in the Arjuna Vishad Yoga first chapter. You see, if I kill all the husbands, all the wives in the family, girls, daughters, wives, they will be completely protectionless. Who will protect them? In the society, there will be a bad thing. Everything will be. And what will happen? Varna Shankar, there will be cross breeding and all these things, illegal children, illicit children will be, because they will be braved by other people. Who will protect them? I am such a hero, showing all these things, telling, actually his mind is. Sri Krishna is telling, enough lecture you have given Arjuna. First chapter I did not answer anything, I was listening to you. Now since you have come and said, I am confused, tell me, my mind is upset. So now I am telling you, you are mistaken. What you are showing that is dharma, leaving the battlefield, that is adharma. Because you are a husband, you have to protect your wife who has been molested by these enemies, bad people, following the path of unrighteousness. And you following the path of righteousness will destroy this unrighteousness and establish the dharma, righteousness. That is why you are a Kshatriya, you are a husband, you are a father, you are a brother, protecting your brother who is a king. You said, no brother should fight, I will alone. So, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Sadharmini dhanangshya paradharma bhayabhava. It is in the very famous word in the Gita of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna, to Arjuna. Here, Ramakrishna is also telling, not directly, indirectly telling, he is a father keeping his wife and a brood of them, of so many children, and he doesn't feel ashamed. And Sri Krishna also said, you should feel ashamed. Kutastha kasmalam idam vishame samupasthitam anarja justam asargam akirtikaram Arjuna. Where from this cowardice is coming? What is this? Shame on you, fie on you. What is this? Stand up, you are a hero, behaving like an ordinary coward. You are not a coward. Through scolding, he awakened the power in Arjuna. Here also Sri Ramakrishna is telling, Pratap, how can you do this? You are a married man, so many children, you are a father, responsible one. You have your responsibility to our children. You are a husband. Go back, find out a job and do. That is your dharma. You are a householder, do it nicely. Keeping your mind in God, earn in an honest way, spend in an honest way, and love God, pray to God. Everything will be okay. You will be living here and in the Dakshineshwar Kali Mandir as if you are a sadhu. You are not. Your mind is there. How can it be? Even if you die, swadharme nidhanangsra. Nidhan means getting killed, dying. Even if you die following your own dharma, own path, duty, doing your own duty, paradharma bhaya, that is the best. You will go to the heaven. Following others' duties, path, is bhayabhava, very dangerous. Don't do that. So you being an educated man, a son, or at the old age of your father, mother, you are trying to commit suicide. Not telling all these things, but hints are there. And then he was willing to go. Then suddenly, are you married? Coherence is very least coherence. Continuity of the thought. Are you married? Suddenly. Then he said, yes, sir. He was married, father of 2 children. Sri Ramakrishna, with a shudder, oh Ramlal, alas, he is married. This man, gentleman, very good man, very calm and quiet and honorable man, dignified man. In those days it was not that boys and girls running after for boyfriend and girlfriend and enjoying the life from sensuous point of view and getting married or not married, living together. These ideas were not there. They are very pure soul. Although they are householders, but it was not that. Their father, mother from both sides, they, bride and groom, they select and they get them married and they enter into family life, married life. That is why, and thinking that this is our dharma, it is called Garhastha dharma, we are doing our dharma, our father, mother did also. So this man is thinking, what has happened? Oh Ramlal, Ramlal was a master's nephew, senior brother's, older brother's son, was doing puja there in the Kali Mandir Dakshineshwar and also serving Sri Ramakrishna also. So, now M is describing his condition. Like one guilty of a terrible offense, M sat motionless, his eyes fixed on the ground. He thought, is it such a wicked thing to get married? Generally what happened? Our father, mother married, our grandfather, mother married, grandparents married, great-grandparents, what is wrong? And they did not do anything wrong. So he was thinking, what wrong? This man is telling, oh Ramlal, alas, he is married. What wrong I have done? What is the problem with this man? Such a nice man that day was talking to me so kindly, so sweetly. And now, today I have come and what all these things asking, I cannot answer also properly. I do not understand also what is Pratap coming or going, what is my business. But afterwards understand that yes, Pratap is a householder, leaving his wife and children, it is not good. I am also a householder. I have already left my, I came here only to leave them and commit suicide. So that will not do. That message I understood. But Cook Sahib, Mr. Cook, Mr. Keshav Sen, what is this? And now you are asking married. What wrong I have done? Everyone is marrying. My father did, my grandfather did, great-grandfather did, everyone's father, mother is marrying. So what wrong I have done? So he was thinking, what is it such a wicked thing to get married? The master continued, have you any children? M this time could hear the beating of his own heart. He whispered in a trembling voice, yes, sir, I have children. Could not utter. They only just said, I have married. And he was calling other people also, exposing me before others. If this old man is telling something, all that already Barbar is listening, plus he is bringing, oh Ramlal, you see this man has married already. Oh God, now how he will expose me? So he could listen to the heartbeat, his own heartbeat. And in a trembling voice, he was telling, very fumbling and stammering, somehow managed, yes sir, I have children. M this time could hear the beating and of his own heartbeat and said, very sadly Sri Ramakrishna immediately said, ah me, he even has children. I say, a married man, householder, he will not have children, so what he will have? In our scripture, this Karma Kanda, this is all there Puranas, that to get out of the Pung, there is a Naraka, a hellish place. Just to get out, be free from there, you need to have pindas, that's offering this rice ball after your death. So you need a son, putra. So putra, you are to give birth to a putra, means son, to get out of that, to be freed from that pung, hell. It is there. So what wrong I have done? Why this crazy man, what he is, it is very difficult. He was perspiring, he was trembling, he was not feeling well. Condition is very bad of this man who came with all his heart. This man is so loving, so sweet, so wonderful. How many books he reads every day, what he says, speaks. I didn't read it in my books. I am a university blue. I am lecturing in 2 colleges, I am principal in 2 schools, and he is speaking something which never I have heard. I know Eastern philosophy, I know Western philosophy, I know English literature, I know Bengali, Sanskrit literature, I know Bhagavata, I know all these things, I am a scholar, and this man is speaking something which never I have heard. What to speak of about my realization, and he is speaking from his realization, what he says, it makes sense. But what type of questions he is asking me, and what wrong has happened, what wrong I have done. So he was thinking, me, he even has children. Thus rebuked, M sat speechless. His own condition he is writing, it is his own narration, his own statement, his own feeling. speechless. His pride had received a blow. After a few minutes, Sri Ramakrishna looked at him kindly and said affectionately, because this man has to spread the message of Sri Ramakrishna through the Gospel of Ramakrishna, in future when he will be keeping his diary, he should not put in the diary and explain Sri Ramakrishna's words with his own understanding, so making him completely void of ego. And when you are egoless, you become humble. And Sri Ramakrishna says, if rain is there, where the rainwater accumulates, when in a down place, where there is a little, is there, pot-like thing. But if it is like always ego is there, even day and night water is pouring, no water will be accumulated there. It is ego, ahankar, I am everything. And here, all right, humility. With humility, if you receive something, you will be a good receptor. You will be able to understand, receive whatever your master, your teacher is teaching. But if you do not have that humility, then whatever good words come, it will be pouring just like on the mountain. Not a single drop will be accumulated there, it will go down and down. So, humility is coming that no, as I thought, I know everything, I am a householder, so there is also a path, there is also a path of renunciation. We think householders, people generally, those who have established themselves in the society, they think that householder's path is the only path, that there is other paths also, you have to show respect to other paths also, other ideas also. So one should not think that your path is the only path, other paths are also there. And now it will come his wife's condition. Oh, in those days women were not educated, so he was educated, university blue. So my wife is ignorant, he will say, and Sri Ramakrishna will give another scolding. So just his ego, false ego, that I am a learned man, I am principal, I know so many things. You know so many things in the physical world, but you do not know anything in spiritual world. What is called jnana, you do not have. What is called bhakti, you do not have. If you are to achieve those things, then you have to be egoless, you have to be receptive, you have to be humble, you have to have that free mind to accept others also. Give honor to them. Every day morning we chant the name of God, be like the humble, like the blade of a grass, and always pay respect. Don't run after your name and fame and honor, rather you give honor to others. Chaitanya Dev's this Sikshastakam, wonderful stotra. So, if you really want to get God's grace, God's blessings, something good if you want to achieve in this life, then don't show ego, I am the doer, I have achieved. These are like Ravana, like Duryodhana, like people will say. I have done this, I will do that, I will kill him, I have defeated this, how can be like me, I am so powerful, I, me. But when you understand, no, everything has happened, whatever little accomplishment I have got, it is through the grace of God. God has blessed me with these things. God could choose anybody else. So everything is coming from God. If you have that humility, then God will give you the devotion, knowledge, real understanding, wisdom, everything that when you deserve that. But if you do not have that idea of egolessness, then God also will say, all right, you enjoy, get more kicks. Then when you will come and take refuge at my feet, will ask me, give me, then mother also keep the baby busy with the dummy and other things, toys. Yes, be happy with all these things. But when baby comes to mother, no, I need mother and mother only. Then mother comes and comforts the baby. So, Sri Ramakrishna was telling, and this man sat speechless, and seeing his condition, very frustrated, depressed, Sri Ramakrishna very kindly, he is using the word, thus rebuked and sat speechless, and Sri Ramakrishna, after a few minutes, Sri Ramakrishna looked at him kindly and said affectionately. You see, the same man is telling that Sri Ramakrishna treated me in that way in the beginning because I had ego at that time. Now when Sri Ramakrishna found that I am hurt, I am depressed, I am a little bit feeling not good, then Sri Ramakrishna had with all his affection and kindness to telling, you see, you have certain good signs. I know them by looking at a person's forehead, his eyes and so on. Tell me now, what kind of person is your wife? Has she spiritual attributes, or is she under the power of avidya? This vidya, avidya, all these things M does not understand. He has memorized, accumulated all this science and knowledge of this literature and science and mathematics, all these things, worldly knowledge. What he understands about. So he was thinking, he is asking, how is your wife? Vidya, 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 vidya means learning, education. Immediately he answered, she is all right, but I am afraid she is ignorant. I mean, I am a man of knowledge. I have so many degrees, but my wife, maximum can write her name. She has not even gone to school, college, university. So, compared to me, what is? He is ignorant. I am enlightened. Sri Ramakrishna immediately, Master, with evident displeasure, and you are a man of knowledge. Your wife is an ignorant. Oh, you know what is knowledge and what is ignorance. Immediately you are exposing your wife publicly that your wife is worthless. She is all right, but I am afraid she is ignorant. I understand everything. What do you understand? Do you know what is knowledge? You think that you are a man of knowledge and she is ignorant. How dare you say that? Never ever he heard this kind of words. I am such a brilliant man. In the university, always I have been first, second, third, getting stipend, all these things. And now this man is telling, are you a man of knowledge? I am not a man of knowledge. I am principal in 2 schools. I am lecturers in 2 colleges. Then who can be like me? But this man is some crazy, difficult to answer, talk and argue with him also. Again he will say something, I will be fused. So he is thinking also, because Sri Ramakrishna's words. So this is the condition of the man. We will continue with the words, nectar-like words of our Master. Let us have 5 minutes if anyone has any question. Yes, online question first.
So Master teachings. God realization is the goal of life. Is that the same as saying Samadhi is the goal of life? In what sense does the Master mean God realization?
Master wants that any path you can follow. Yes, Samadhi is the ultimate reality through the yoga, this Raja Yoga, and Samadhi also in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi is in the E also, our Jnana Yoga also, in that, yes, remaining absorbed in the thought of the ultimate reality, Brahman. So, that is the goal of both Jnanis and the Raja Yogis. This is. And what path he is selecting, he is telling in the Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, I have spoken, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, this yoga, that yoga, everything. You follow what you like, anyone you can follow. But if you cannot do anything, manmana bhavo, madjadi, you just think of me and you worship me, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam, you give up everything, surrender everything to me, I will make you sin-free. Nothing wrong will happen to you. I am taking your responsibility. If you cannot do anything, at least you surrender your everything to me. So, what path we will follow, that is Master is giving is to according to our nature. But in the Kali Yuga, Master said, Narodiya Bhakti, always taking God's name, very easy for the common ordinary people who are householders, who have their desires, who have anger, who have their lust, who have their greed, who have their relatives, who cannot come out of the understanding of body consciousness, who cannot do too much tapasya, who cannot renounce everything. For them, depend on God, love God. All path is good. Find out any path. So, Kalite, Naradiya Bhakti. In the Kali Yuga, devotion like Narada. Narada's Bhakti means always taking God's name. That is the best path, Sri Ramakrishna said. Next question.
Yes. When Master was in Samashana Kamarpur, was he just practicing japa with Makali mantra that he got from Kendaram Bhatacharya? Do we know what he was up to there?
Again, you read, when Master was in Kamarpukur, he was doing?
Practicing japa with Makali mantra that he got from Kendaram Bhatacharya. Do we know what he was up to there? Do we know what type of spiritual practice was he practicing then when he received the mantra?
That in Kamarpukur, that family guru or someone you mentioned, it comes that he introduced him to Kali Puja, how to do the Kali worship. One person, Kenaram Bhattacharya.
Kenaram was his guru, not one person.
Yeah, so they're asking, what did he practice that time? Like, did he just do japa, that mantra that Kenaram Bhattacharya gave, or what was Sri Ramakrishna practicing?
Yes.
Sri Ramakrishna practicing according to the guru what he has given at that time. Kali mantra, Shakti sadhana he did under the Bhairavi Brahmani. He was doing it in Dakshineshwar, but came to Kamarpukur also with Bhairavi Brahmani. And Kenaram Bhattacharya was another one, this Sufi sadhana he taught him, Islam sadhana. That man was that. So, this Shakti sadhana in the Smasana in Dakshineshwar, he did it under the guidance of Bhairavi Brahmani. And with Bhairavi Brahmani, he came to Kamarpukur also, spent some time there also, in Kamarpukur. From Kamarpukur, Bhairavi Brahmani left. Now I will not be here because Hriday was fighting and he was misbehaving, so she felt very displeased and I will not be here. So like that she left the place.
Okay, next one. I understood about dharma towards wife, but
I understood dharma?
Towards the wife.
Dharma towards wife.
Wife, huh?
Yeah.
Husband's dharma, huh?
Exactly, yeah. But if one has a girlfriend, then is it a similar dharma applicable for a girlfriend? Is it the same dharma?
That means girlfriend means before marrying, then they are...
That is not at all a dharma according to Hindu scriptures. That is adharma. It is a sinful act according to without having ceremonized and codified, legalized matrimonial relation, having anything that kind of sensual enjoyment is it is prohibited. It is detrimental to spiritual upliftment. A householder having married in life, then leaving wife or husband living a spiritual life, that is approved. But you will not marry, these are all Western ideas, live together, this girlfriend, boyfriend, these are not for the spiritual people. Spiritual man means they will live a life of ethics, morality, some kind of virtuous life, where sex and violence and this physical sense enjoyments, gratification of senses will be always prevailing. That according to Vedanta, Upanishad, Puranas, nowhere. These are rather everywhere described as prohibited, and it will have its bad consequences also. Yes, continue. Next.
The next one says, why do we see that most of the avatars or incarnations of God are born in India only?
No, it is not. It is not that. You see, Jesus Christ born in a different country, just Jerusalem. So it is not that all born, but that also is there. A description is there because Indian people, this Vedic civilization, the lifestyle was so pure and so sublime that God always chose to come and do His divine sports play in Indian soil. That is right. But it is not that only India it came. So, prophet-like people are born here and there, little bit, one, two, like that. But in India, it is a galaxy of all those things. The spiritual saints and seers. Then?
The last one is, what does the Sandhya merges in the Gayatri?
Sandhya merges in the Gayatri,
Yes, and Gayatri in Om mean. What does it mean?
This Sri Ramakrishna was telling in the just very beginning that how long you need Vaidhi Bhakti. Vaidhi means codified. What is, you will do japam this. Yes, Guru has said, I have taken initiation, morning and evening you will do this mantra japam. Actually in India, Brahmins and Kshatriyas and Vaishyas also, all these three varnas, upper castes, were allowed to take sacred thread. And sacred thread when you take, your Guru gives you Gayatri mantra, Om Bhurvuvasya Tatsavitur Varanyam Bharvadevasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Om. Beginning with Om, ending with Om. Om is Brahma Vachak. That ultimate reality, I am taking the name, uttering the name of ultimate reality, Om. So, this Gayatri means that taking this Gayatri mantra, the whole mantra just I have chanted, every day you have to do at least 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening, because you have taken sacred thread, then only you are entitled to do formal puja, ritualistic puja, according to the Hindu Puranic tradition. So, Sri Ramakrishna is telling that when you have, this is formalized, formal worship, Vaidhi, some codified, you do this. But when 24 hours I am taking God's name, these are you do 24 hours, other 23 hours, other secular things, not thinking of God, at least morning and evening do this mantra japa. 1,000 times you cannot do, 108 times you cannot do, 10 times. So, Guru understand the capacity of mother, understand the capacity of the children. So according to their capacity, mother gives a little bit. Oh, you are a small baby, you just drink a little milk. Oh, you are grown-up boy, you veg, non-veg, these, that, hard things, unboiled things you eat, it will not. So, for spiritual novices also, in the beginning, you just minimum these things. When you are having the taste of taking God's name and your mind is all this Gayatri and other mantras and puja, japam we do only to gather our mind in the object of our meditation, Ishta Devata. When automatically my mind and 24 hours I am thinking of God only, then where is my time to do ashan, Ganga Jal, pranayam, this, that, Gayatri, Om, Bhurbhuva, always Om is always coming out of me. What separately am I required to do this Gayatri? So that is there. And Om, only you do, Om only. You don't need to do. Finally, Om also gone. You become, who will take Om? This physical function is, organs are not working. I am absorbed. My mind also is organ. It is subtle, but that is also matter. And mind also gets dissolved into, merges into that consciousness. So who will take Om? If I have the body consciousness, then only I can use my organs. When I am not conscious of my body, how can I make Om? Om also they cannot, because they become completely. Master has given, when you take after the Bhandara festivity, one during some celebration, all good foods, finally comes the payasam. After payasam, nobody talks anything, because enough has eaten, all are happy with food. Final item, payasam, this porridge, sweet. So they become calm and quite mum. So when you enter into samadhi, who takes the name? Who will utter? Who will make the sound? Om is also not required. You wanted to say something? Quick.
Sometimes I feel like I have difficulty praying to Sri Ramakrishna because I feel that he, like if I knew him in real life, he would not like me. Like in...
Pardon, repeat. Someone?
I have difficulty praying to Sri Ramakrishna because I feel like if I knew him in real life, he would not like me. Like he says in the gospel, Mother, why do you send me so many people that are milk diluted with water? So if I feel like I'm that diluted milk, how can I pray to him?
You are thinking you are outcast, you are not qualified, you are not. This humility is good. We know. So who has not done something wrong? This that. But if master, I considered his master is my father, master is my mother, then will master will think that I am outcast? Can anyone who thinks any father mother can disown their children? Their father, loving father, compassionate mother. So if you are really ardent, if you are sincere, real yearning is there, real love is there, devotion is there, and whatever wrong you have done, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, in the Gita also, Bhagavan is telling, good, bad, whatever you have done, you have to give it to, I will. In Master also said to his disciples, what is wrong? Pap, pap, pap. What is pap? If you have done something wrong, pap means sin. What sin? No sin. If you have done something wrong, you understand that I have done something wrong, then don't do this, don't repeat it, because you have understood now. And pray to God, oh God, I have committed a mistake, not sin. I have done something wrong, which was not to be done by me. As a son, I have just kicked my mother. It is not, I understand, when I gave this, say, I gave this, suppose, I kicked my mother. I thrashed my mother, my father, my senior brother. Something I did. When I was angry, I could not control my senses. Now I understand, oh, I go to, oh, my mother, oh, my father, oh, my dada, oh, my senior brother. I was under the influence of anger. I could not control myself. I understand. I apologize for that. I give a hug to my mother. I give a hug to my father. I am sorry. I will not do any more. So you do that. Finish, father, mother. But it must again tomorrow. You will again you will give tomorrow another kick to your mother, or you will trash your father. That you will not do. Every day you will do something, and every day wrong, and every day also I am sorry. I am sorry. It is hypocrisy. Don't be not a traitor in your thoughts. Act according to your thoughts. Be true to your hand. If you think that I have done something wrong, don't do it again. Don't repeat. First thing. And whatever wrong you have done, just shed 2 drops of tears. God is so loving. What is there? God will give us everything. Bhukti, mukti, enjoyment in this world, and liberation in the other world, or in this body, jivan mukti, everything God will give. If I have that idea, feeling, love, trust on God, then I'll have it. I am thinking, I have done something. In the eyes of God, those are nothing. Master has given example also. You see, just in there is a heap of cotton. You just bring 1 match stick, light it, put it in one side. Within seconds, the whole lot of cotton is burnt into ashes. So in our life also, you are thinking, oh God, I have done 100 murder, I have done so many bad things, and God will not be able to wash away my sinful acts, all these things, I must be punished. Master is telling, God's grace is that, it is like that. It is just 1 second, nothing. Only God needs that. Sincerely you are telling, surrendering, and you are not doing again. No repetition and shed tears. Really you take refuge. Yes, you are asking something.
Swami, some things are easy to say, we won't do it again. But some things, because of the habit or, vasanas or, samskara, whatever may be the reason, but some things we don't want to do it, but it happens again. So we can't really say it won't happen again.
Now you see, God understands our weakness. You have to work. That is why Ramchandraji, Hanumanji, such a devotee, having all control of his senses, a Jnani, he still is telling, oh Ramchandra, see that I am not trapped through your Maya. Master also, oh Ma, take everything, see that I am not trapped. Bhuvan Mohini Maya, don't bind me through your this temptation aspect, this Maya aspect. See that I am not tainted, I am not trapped, I am not bound with all those things. So you save me, see that my mind never gets down. In the Gita, Bhagavan is telling, Uddharet Atmanatman, raise yourself by yourself. Have that faith. Arjun, stand up, you are a hero. Have faith. Swamiji is telling, all power is within you, you can do anything and everything. Only, oh, I cannot do anything, I can eat only, I can sleep only, I can do anything and everything other than God offering. Why I am thinking it is because I am not sincere that to get out of it. Those who are addicted to drug, addicted to wine, addicted to smoke, or this, that, something. So if their mind is strong, they will come out. So many people coming out. Those who have come out, they say, we came out in that way. I will not practice the harmonium and I will become a very good singer, accomplished singer. That will, still I am committing mistake. How? You have not given your maximum to become that expert for that. So in our life also, what we are thinking, it is very difficult. It is difficult. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, these are the three floodgates in the Gita Bhagavan is telling. It is always open, very easy, and always as it were pulling us, drawing us into the hell. These are the gates of hell. So be careful. One has to be careful. So it is nothing. Praying, I will do. That is called Purushakar, self-effort. Then grace will come. God helps those who help themselves. Only I am telling, oh God, I love you. Actually, I love everything, not God. Oh God, I will give up everything. I will renounce everything for you. Actually, I am not renouncing anything. So God will say, all right, you do, I know, I understand. You are doing drama with me. So you be busy with that. But if I am God, really I am shedding tears. Really, I do not get joy in other things other than God. God will not understand my mind. And God doesn't know my weakness. God will not give me, God is a fool, that He will give me some assignment which is beyond my capacity. It is not that, it is within my capacity. Only I am not exerting myself to the optimum, that is why. I hope I stop here. It is already. Om Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidnam Tangrama Krishnam Shirasa Namama Hari Om Tat Sat Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.